Now we're going to study about the Lok Sabha. Like we studied about the Raj Sabha in the previous videos, now we're going to study about the Lok Sabha. It's a little different from the Raj Sabha. It's considered the lower house, but it is yet very powerful because it has more number of people or more number of members than the Raj Sabha. The Lok Sabha is the house of people. Please underline. It is also called the lower house or the popular house. Composition of the Lok Sabha. The Lok Sabha is composed of representatives of people chosen directly on the basis of adult suffrage. Now what happens is the members of the Lok Sabha are directly elected by the people. The people who vote, the one who gets the maximum number of votes, he becomes a member of the Lok Sabha. Right? The maximum strength of the house envisaged by the constitution is now 552. 530 members to represent the states, 20 members to represent the union territories, and not more than 2 members of the Anglo-Indian community to be nominated by the president. If in his opinion the community is not adequately represented in the house. The Lok Sabha at present consists of 545 members. Of these, 530 members are directly elected from the states and 13 from the union territories, while the 2 are nominated by the president to represent the Anglo-Indian community. Now they're basically telling you that in the Lok Sabha you have a number of different numbers of different people. Some people, like you have 552 are in the state, members of the state, 20 members of union territories, and 2 members Anglo-Indian communities. That is selected by, or rather elected by the president. These are different, they're telling you numbers. Now these numbers are extremely important. If there is a difference of numbers, please let me know so that whatever answers you have are the same, right? Books can be different, editions can be different, I'm repeating this, but we all need to get the correct answers. If you have a different answer, please let me know so that I can tell you the correct answer. Franchise and election. The Lok Sabha is directly elected on the basis of universal adult franchise. That means, like I explained in the prior videos, that if you are above 18 years old, you have the right to cast a vote according to your own choice to whoever you want. Nobody can force you to make a certain cast a certain vote. Nobody can tell you on who to cast. This is your own personal. Whatever you like, whoever you feel is a good leader, whoever has the efficiency to be a good leader, to rule your state, that is your choice. And you, if you are 18 years and above, you have the right to choose whoever you like. Universal adult franchise. Every citizen of India who is 18 years of age can be a voter to elect the representative to the parliament and the state legislature. He possesses the right without any discrimination of caste, creed, color, sex, religion, or belief. That means it doesn't matter what caste, what creed, what color, what gender, what religion, or what you believe. You have the right to vote. It is your personal decision, whoever you want to vote for. Now, qualifications to be a member of the Lok Sabha. In order to be chosen as a member of the Lok Sabha, a candidate must be, number 1, a citizen of India, number 2, 25 years of age and above, possessing such other qualifications as may be fixed by a law of the parliament. Number 4, registered as a voter in any of the parliamentary constitutions. That means you have to have a voter ID. If you want to be having the ability to become a member of the Lok Sabha, you have to have your own identity. You have to be above a certain age. You have to be a citizen of India. You have to be well qualified. Whatever qualifications are required to fill up in that position, you have to have the qualification. Like if I want to be a teacher of St. Francis College, if I want to teach English or history, I have to have the qualifications. First of all, to be a teacher. Second, to be of that subject. Only then can I be teaching you that subject. Understand? Similarly, to be a member of the Lok Sabha, you have to have certain qualifications, or else you will not be considered qualified to be a member. Disqualification. That means if you are a member, how or why will you be disqualified? Why will you not be considered? What qualifications are required to be a member? What qualifications are, like, what are the points where you will be disqualified if you are a member? What are the points where you will be removed from your membership is what we're going to study. Do not mix this up, okay? Disqualifications is, a candidate shall be disqualified to become a member of the Lok Sabha or the Rajya Sabha if he holds office of profit at the center or state. Number one, that means if you're a member, you can't have your own business where you're earning money. You're already getting your money. You're already getting benefits from the government. Now you're holding another separate business, private. Let's supposing if you're a teacher of St. Francis College, right? You're getting a salary for being a teacher. You cannot hold private tuitions. If you're holding private tuitions, that means you are earning illegally. It's a rule. You can't. If you're doing it, that's not allowed. And number two, is of unsound mind and has been declared as competent by a competent court. I'm sorry, I'll repeat that point again. Is of unsound mind and has been declared so by a competent court. That means you are mentally unstable. And who excuse me, and who decided that you're unstable? Proper people. That means the court has decided that you are not mentally sound. Psychologists or psychiatrists have certified that you are mentally unstable. If a person is mentally unstable, how do you expect him to become a leader? How do you expect him to have logical or valid decisions? He can't. He won't be able to make good decisions. His decisions will not be considered if he doesn't have the ability to think correctly or straightly. Third point is an undischarged insolvent. That means he's a criminal in simple words, or he still has not been cleared from the court of justice. He's still, he still is under trial. Okay, he still has an accusation on him. So he cannot come and he cannot be a member of the Lok Sabha. Or he is proclaimed offender or a criminal. Next point, fourth point is, if he is a criminal, if he is declared by the Court of Justice that he has committed a crime and he has been declared as an offender, then he will be immediately removed from being a member of the Lok Sabha. Now, terms of the Lok Sabha. And the term of the Lok Sabha is 5 years. That means for 5 years you can be a member of the Lok Sabha. But it can be dissolved earlier by the President on the recommendation of the Prime Minister, as happened with the 11th, 12th and the 13th Lok Sabhas, which were dissolved on 4th December 1997, 26th April 1999 and 6th February 2004 respectively. There were certain times when there were a crisis when all the members had to be completely dissolved, or rather the whole number of people that were in the Lok Sabha had to be removed. What happened? That is a separate point. I don't want to confuse you by getting into this. The only thing you should remember when that happened. The dates are important. During a proclamation of emergency, the Parliament, that means the Lok Sabha, can extend its own term by 1 year at a time. The extension cannot continue beyond 6 months after the proclamation of emergency has ceased to exist. That means when there's an emergency, the laws, the rules, the functioning differ a little bit. So that time there are a little different rules that are generally you have 6 months you have 5 years, but here 1 year at a time your term is extended, or 6 months at a time. Leader of the House. Who is the leader of the House? The Prime Minister is the leader of the House. In this capacity, he is given a special seat on the Treasury benches. Now, in the next, we're going to study about the Prime Minister, the Leader of the Opposition, the Deputy Speaker. We're going to study, so far we've studied in brief about the Lok Sabha.